Well, either we win or we fail. Like, either we succeed or we fail. And we're not going to fail. We're not going to fail. It's just a matter of how much agony and time is it going to take. Which is up to you. But when your grandkids say to you, wow, the world is really becoming free. I know you were in on this conversation from the beginning. What did you do? And you say, what are you going to say? You're going to say, well, you know, I was going to wear a t-shirt, but it was like $20. So I just kind of listened to the podcast and didn't say peep about it to anyone. How are your grandkids going to look at you? Or you're going to say, well, I was a student, I had summers off, I had like scads of time. Certainly had enough time to listen to all these podcasts and talk philosophy with people. I had lots of time and so on. It's like, yeah, and I remember that the Steph guy, he asked people for emails. How many did you send in? Well, I never really got around to that. I mean, that was, that wasn't quite as much fun as debating. As listening to podcasts, as posting on the board. So I couldn't spare an hour a month to gather emails or to send it. I'd even send in my address book. Grandkids are going to say, so it really wasn't that important to you, right? Right, so, I mean, did you see any movies? Yeah, I saw movies, so a couple of movies a month, right? Oh, so the movies are like 2 hours. You get an hour to get there, an hour sort of travel time around them. 3 hours. So you went to see a movie. So like seeing some movie that you can't even remember anymore, 40 years ago, was more important than helping this conversation. Yeah, it was. Oh, Granddad. I had such respect for you. And now, not so much. Yeah, I was unemployed for a year or two while I was listening to this show. Oh, wow, you must have been doing a lot to help move it forward then, because you say it was so valuable, it was so life-changing, it was so wonderful. What kind of help did you give? Well, Steph did ask me to, I don't know, troll the web, spend a couple of hours trawling the web for emails so that he could get this conversation out to more people. Because every person you contact can contact 50 more, right? But I never quite got round with it. I think The View was on, or I don't know what it was. I never quite got round to it. I say, wow, well, then who did look up all the emails? Oh, Steph, for the most part, then some other guy. It's like, oh, so you say this guy was a great philosopher, a great communicator, and you made him spend his time looking up emails rather than working on books or making podcasts? That's what you made him spend his time do because The View was on, or you just didn't get around to it, didn't have time? That's kind of crappy, isn't it? And so the reason, I'm trying to help you be happy here, right? Like, I'm not trying to exploit you. If it's not my conversation, find some other conversation. If I haven't come up with good ways to help spread the word, you do it. I'm not trying to make you do stuff for me for free. I'm trying to help you be happy and proud of what you're doing to help the world. Because you love medicine, you're studying medicine for years now if you're up here. You know how to cure disease and you won't wear a t-shirt that says, here's how to cure disease. And I know that what's really going on is you're just begging me to give you a swift kick in the ass. I know that. I know that you feel depressed. I know that you feel helpless. I know that you feel angry at the world. I know that you feel terrified of being vulnerable and showing your enthusiasm and love for philosophy to the world. I know that. We've all been through it. But just do it. You know what the next thing is. Get out into the world. Even if it's just wearing a t-shirt at the gym or a baseball cap, a hoodie, whatever. Even if that's all it is. That's not a lot to ask. In return for almost 3 years' worth of high-level instruction in philosophy and education. $20 a t-shirt. I know that deep down the conversation is worth almost infinitely more than that to you. I know that. So you just got to get off your ass and get out into the world. And that's the next thing. And that's the next thing.